Hello and welcome to today's video. Today we're doing the Pentacles in our Learn the Tarot with Me. And the Pentacles basically mean financial gains or material possessions. So what the book says about the Ace is the Ace of Pentacles is the most potent and pure form of the feminine element of Earth. The Ace shows us all of the bounty that the suits of Pentacles represents. Be creative and put those blossoming ideas into action to achieve material success. Because the Pentacle is hovering in mid-air, this card traditionally symbolized that money may just manifest in your life as if out of thin air. This card may represent a gift or an out-of-the-blue opportunity that lands in your lap. However, on a more down-to-earth note, this card, being the purest form of the earth element, reminds you to stay grounded and to use your common sense. That practicality and good judgment will guide you and your magic to success. This card often illustrates a desire to help other people on both a mundane and magical level. The Ace of Pentacles signifies an abiding, deep affection for the beauty of nature and a talent for green magic. Now, the Two of Pentacles, as you see, the young man is balancing these two pentacles here. And you see the symbol of the same symbol that you see on the magician. So what the book says about this card: when this card is tossed into a reading, it symbolizes that it is time to develop new skills. However, this will not be an issue for you, as you are adept at juggling several things at once with ease and enjoyment. This card also illustrates that you possibly have a choice to make about two different material things. This card of second chances, or perhaps of taking on a second job, the Two of Pentacles is the ultimate multitasking card. Finally, this card can also indicate a time to be careful with money. Watch your personal finances and balance your budget. Now, you'll notice as I read through these cards that they give you several different things, and it's up to you when you're doing your reading, whether you're doing it for a person or for yourself, that you need to see what the card means and how it's going to fit into your reading or how it fits into your life. Now, the Three of Pentacles, what the book says: when the Three of Pentacles turns up in a reading, it is a notice that success will be attained through focus and hard work. This is a positive card of progress, one that reminds you that your creative talents should be put to good use. These talents will bring you success and help to supplement your income if you wish. This is the card of self-employment, and it is an apprenticeship card, hence the card's Sorcerer's Apprentice theme. The actual apprenticeship may be a chance to learn a new career skill, or you may have an opportunity to enter a job training program. The Three of Pentacles can also represent a magical apprenticeship. You may begin a new course of magical study, or perhaps are working towards a new degree in your coven. Your hard work will be noticed and appreciated by others. Now is the time to perfect your craft. Excuse me. Now the Four of Pentacles, if you see, He's got his feet on these two pentacles. He's sitting on this one, and he's holding the one he feels is most important. So to this card, what it reminds me of is that, or what I'm getting from this card, is that he's holding what he feels is most important, but taking for granted the other three. Now, what the book says about this card is, when the Four of Pentacles comes knocking in a reading, it is a notice that someone is hanging on to something in an unhealthy way. Perhaps they are miserly or greedy and are holding tight to their money. Maybe they are obstinate and have withheld their emotions. Possibly this last example is the case if the Hermit card shows up in the reading as well. The Four of Pentacles card warns of a resistance to change. So now that you have confirmation, let me try that again. The Four of Pentacles card warns of a resistance to change. So now that you have confirmation, know that change is good. Embrace the changes in your world. Relax and breathe. You may have accomplished your goals, but you are not enjoying them. Remember that nothing is fixed, everything is in motion. Accept this and move forward. It is a time to lower your boundaries a bit, reconnect with family and friends, and find the joy in your life again. Now, the Five of Pentacles has a couple meanings. Looking at the card and deciphering it just from the picture, you see a tree with still some fruit on it in the middle of a frozen tundra. So this card to me is hope. If I was out in the middle of a frozen tundra and found food hanging on a tree, I would be grateful. Now, what the book says is when the Five of Pentacles turns up in a reading, it indicates a fallow time. The querent may be experiencing financial worries or feeling that they are isolated from others who share a similar belief system. There may be a feeling of disconnect and isolation, or they may be losing faith in themselves. There's an anxiety and stress, and the focus must be turned towards working through the tough times instead of indulging in fear and feeling sorry for yourself. That snowdrop flower is significant. It shows that life goes on and rebirth is possible. Help is available if you ask. No matter how dark or cold the winter may be, spring, growth, and new possibilities are just around the corner. Alright, now the Six of Pentacles. We see these two little kids getting the pentacles from this man. And what it looks like to me is that, he may have had a job for the two of them to do. So he's paying them, or, it's his dad and he's giving them their allowance. So this would be payment for a job well done, or getting your rewards. Now, what the book says, when the Five of Pentacles turns up in a reading, it indicates that's the wrong one. Girl! That was the 5. Let's go to the 6 this time. So what the book says about the Six of Pentacles, this card of generosity and of gifts received. The gift is something of value, not necessarily money. The gift may be lending someone a helping hand, your time or your attention, or even sharing your talents. Classically, this is a card of assistance and donations to a worthy cause. This gift may be monetary, or it could be emotional support, a volunteer opportunity, or a way to give back to the community. Another meaning is gladly paying a karmic debt. This card also turns up when a scholarship is on the horizon. Abundant, positive, and prosperous energy is flowing freely at this time. It's an opportune moment for prosperity magic. Now, if you do pay attention in the tarot group on Facebook, Tarot by Terthalion. One of the things I talk about a lot is karmic debt. And we heard that in this, the meaning of this card. Karmic debt is the rule of three. What you put out comes back to you threefold. Now, a lot of people that believe that that's just a Wiccan or pagan thing, it's fact. If you've ever done anything, you know that what you do comes back to you. So whenever I speak about karmic debt, that's what I'm talking about, is making sure that if I'm doing something for someone or to someone, like a reading perhaps, I have their permission to read them. So that's why if you ask me to do a reading for someone, 9 times out of 10 I will say, well, let's do it this way or let's do it that way, so that I eliminate that second person. Or unless, say, John is married to Susan and Susan is wondering if John is cheating, and we do a reading for that. Since they are spouses and she has the right to know, then there you go. That's how you get around that. Alright, now, the task at hand, the 7 of Pentacles. This card shows me a young man who has been doing his work and weeding, watering. He's been growing his plant here, and now he's seeing the fruits of his labor. This is hard work, perseverance, and getting the just rewards. And also, he's taking a break. So, it's a time of relaxation before harvest. So when the 7 of Pentacles sprouts up in a reading, it speaks of rewards after hard work. That's what I said. This is the card of harvest. The rewards were well worth all of the effort you put into your goals and projects. The Suit of Pentacles is linked to material wealth, and it is also the suit of manifestation. Now is the time to sit back, take stock of what you've accomplished, and enjoy the fruits of your labors. Enjoy the satisfaction of a job well done. Alright, here we have the 8 of Pentacles. Now, the 8 of Pentacles generally shows a diligent worker, someone who takes pride in their work and is almost finished with their work. Now, as far as the book, when the 8 of Pentacles turns up in a reading, it tells of a time for practical knowledge, determination, and skill. This is a moment of hands-on training or of intense study with your career or magical arts. Here's an opportunity to immerse yourself in a creative project, such as art or writing. Being focused, disciplined, and diligent with your project, you will put all of your skills to good use. By combining all of your gifts with hard work, there will be success. This is not a card of fame. This is a card that reminds you of how effort, focus, and creativity often bring growth, gain, and a sense of accomplishment. This card can also show up in a reading when there is a long involved project nearing a successful completion. Alright, now the 9 of Pentacles. Again, this card shows a woman walking through the garden. All the hard work is paid off. She's very attentive. Now she's enjoying the fruits of those labors, and she knows that there's more to do, but she's happy with where she is right now. Now, when the 9 of Pentacles blooms in your reading, it tells of a time of joy and abundance. This card classically represents a person who is elegant, successful, and happiest when surrounded by beautiful things in nature. It symbolizes a witch who taps into the element of earth to receive their powers. No matter what their title may be, garden witch, green witch, or magical herbalist, this is an earthy, practical person who enjoys nature, makes and keeps a beautiful home, and grows a magical garden. In addition, this card represents sharing the magic and the secrets of the garden with others. You are being called upon to connect to the earth and to study its mysteries. Finally, the Nine of Pentacles can represent that financial worries are over. It heralds a time of creative focus, confidence, and personal growth. Now, the Ten of Pentacles, if you look at the card, this is the card of family tradition and passing things down. You know, the love of family. There's the parents, the baby, grandpa's teaching the baby magic. The wizard has his familiar here in the dog. So this speaks of tradition, family, passing down of things. This, what the book says is that classically this card meant achievement, financial security, and some support emotionally, or perhaps monetarily from your relatives or loved ones, as in an inheritance. As the final pip card in the Pentacles suit, try that 5 times fast, especially trying to read it fast. It shows the ultimate outcome of both abundance and spirituality, a happy home and loving friends and family. By family, I mean the strong emotional bond between a group of people who share affection. Remember that family is more than just blood relatives. Family may be your partner, your children, your friends, your pets, or even your coven members. When this card turns up in a reading, the querent has a loving family and a happy home life. This is the card of commitment, loyalty, community, and success. This card can also symbolize legacies of psychic or magical talent passed down through the family tree. Magic is all around you. Embrace it. Now, this is the Page of Pentacles. Now, the page is often a young person, usually like in medieval times, they were pretty much called the squires. In this card, the Page of Pentacles represents a person who is studious and quiet. They are generous, kind, and a fixer. This page denotes not only a faithful friend, but one who will work hard to achieve their goals. With focus and practical hard work, they will be very successful. This card can also symbolize a student of the magical arts who is enthusiastic, fascinated, and completely absorbed with their studies, or a student who feels the call to explore fairy magic. Now is the time to focus on your spirituality. Take a look at how your spell work manifests on the physical plane. If you want your magical practice to flourish, then you must allow it time to blossom and grow. The message of the Page of Pentacles is this: open your eyes, look to nature, and patiently study her ways to understand the lessons of earth magic that await you there. Now, the Knight of Pentacles often denotes a very gallant and strong young man. Someone who is a hard worker, but he works at his own pace, usually a bit slow. When the Knight of Pentacles arrives in a reading, expect a test of some kind. This will not be a drama-filled scenario, but a quiet test of your honor and personal beliefs. Remember that the Green Knight of legend was a tester of other knights. While he was a friendly character, he was also mysterious. In a reading, the Knight of Pentacles also represents a down-to-earth young man with a dark complexion and eyes. He is kind, compassionate, dependable, faithful, hardworking, and practical. This card may also indicate that enrollment in a university, trade, or technical school is in the future. Like all of the other Knight cards, the Knight of Pentacles is also a movement card, but the movement here is more methodical. The Knight takes his time, actively observes, and then thoughtfully moves forward to deal with any challenges. The challenge of the Knight of Pentacles is that active observation and methodical movement is necessary. Deal with any challenges in this way. You will obtain a quiet victory. Here is the Queen of Pentacles. This happens to be one of my favorite cards, partly because of her animal familiar there. But she is very down-to-earth, compassionate. She is very, I don't want to say frugal because that makes her sound like a bad person. But she does watch her spending. This would, to me, would be like a couponer or a lady that does coupons, or anyone of a more feminine energy, I want to say, that would do that. Now, what the book says about the Queen of Pentacles appears in a reading. Look for the ultimate Earth Mama. This card represents a mature woman who may have dark hair and eyes. She is practical and has a deep love of nature and a spiritual connection to the earth. While this queen is sensual, gorgeous, and loves beautiful things, she will work hard to get and maintain the things she cherishes. Gardening, cooking, or redecorating, she is always creating or attending to something or someone. This queen is happiest when she is nurturing others. She is let me try that again. She is a devoted wife and mother, an amusing friend, a generous hostess, and a passionate lover, all rolled into one. The Queen of Pentacles is often linked to the Empress card. If they should both turn up in a reading, motherhood is the prime focus. The Queen of Pentacles is the definitive nurturer card. This card speaks of welcoming cozy homes, happy families, beloved pets, loyal friends, fun, and affection. The Queen of Pentacles is to embrace your love of the beautiful things in this world. Create a beautiful and magical atmosphere for yourself and your loved ones. Now the King. This has to be the most attractive of the kings. When the King of Pentacles makes an appearance in a reading, know that with hard work and determination, success is on its way. The King of Pentacles represents a man with dark hair and deep brown eyes. He is easygoing, responsible, and most importantly, a realistic man. An earth sign man, he is strong, steady, and mature, and enjoys the simple pleasure in life. He is a generous and supportive He is a generous and supportive personality and a loving, loyal spouse. He is a protective father who honestly enjoys his children. This man is successful, practical, and content with his life. He is a skilled craftsman and one who enjoys gardening, landscaping, farming, or woodworking. He is happiest when he is working with the soil or making something with his hands. He has worked hard and earned his comfort and success. The lesson of the King of Pentacles is that your efforts have manifested into success. Prosperity will be drawn to you. Alright, now, the reason that I have gone through this entire series with you is because when it comes to the the tarot. The tarot falls under like two main categories. The Rider-Waite system and whatever else is out there. Now, the Witch's Tarot by Ellen Dugan, illustrated by Mark Evans. This is a Rider-Waite system. Now, what that means is that you can pick up any Rider-Waite style deck. The Witch's Tarot, the Spiral Tarot, the Ghost Tarot, and they all practically mean the same thing, all the cards. Now, the thing about, why people buy so many different decks is because the pictures, they mean different things to different people. That's why when I say, learn tarot with me, is because, every card means something different to every person. However, they all have the same basis. Like pretty much the Ten of Pentacles in every deck that I've come across is, in the Rider-Waite style, is family, inheritance, love, commitment, of course, an abundance, an overabundance. Well, that's pretty much it. If you did like this video, please feel free to like, comment, and subscribe. Don't forget to click the bell icon so that you're notified every time that I post a video. Thanks for watching, and have a wonderful day.